Welcome back to a new video. This was the big Friday from the day after Thanksgiving, and I was up at Rubber City Weightlifting to do this session. I wasn't able to lift with any of my friends just because they were going to lift the next day, and obviously they kind of had to stick with the programming, and I didn't want to stay an extra day with my parents. Not that I didn't want to stay extra time with them, but I just wanted to get my session in and get back on the road and get back home, and didn't want to drive to the gym two different times there to do two different sessions. And obviously I want to kind of stick with where I have my program currently at, where I have the big Fridays on Friday, and then the Saturday sessions are just like a normal training session that you'll see in the next workout. But the session went pretty well. I was able to get up to 127 in the snatch. Didn't feel that easy. I definitely, after I did it, I kind of knew 130 probably wasn't there, but I took some cracks at it anyway. I missed 115 as I was working up. That was much more of a technical thing. Of course, because I went up to 120 and made it, so definitely was a technical thing. Something I'm kind of thinking about with the snatches is the method from which I'm pulling. I think I'm getting a bit too herky-jerky with the pull, so something I'm trying to think, and you'll see in the next workout when I do some snatch pulls, is to be more gradual with the pull and try to build the momentum as I get to the third pull and not to kind of jerk it off the ground. I don't think I'm doing like a horrendous thing of it, but I think I could pull it more smoothly, and I think that could make for just a more consistent pull in the snatch, and probably for the clean as well. For clean and jerks, they went well until they didn't go well, so I got up to 145, and that one felt decent, but the cleans were feeling pretty hard, so I knew my legs just weren't there today. I went up to 155 from that because I kind of figured that was going to be the absolute most I was going to be able to do that day, and I wanted to be as fresh for it. I knew if I did something in between 150 and 155 that I wouldn't want to, or wouldn't really be able to take another attempt, most likely. But I missed the first one because I think I could have actually done the jerk. I just am just not good at jerks right now, and I think I just need to get more practice in just doing heavy jerks and just getting used to the heavy weights. And maybe more jerk specific work, but we'll see if I can add that into the program on different days, since I can add exercises like that. There hasn't been a lot of jerk specific work other than like pause jerks, but those are pretty light in nature, and because it is a strength block, it's not altogether surprising that there isn't a ton of heavy technical work like for jerks and stuff, I guess, but I might add that in. We'll see. But the second 155, I strained my back a little bit, and that's why you can see me kind of grimace after. Certainly I'm not injured because I trained the next day, and even sitting here 2 days after, I'm not in a ton of pain. It's just kind of sore in that area, so it's just something I kind of have to keep aware of, and that's something I'm always kind of have to pay attention to, particularly on squats. You're just trying to be upright and trying to maintain tension and not using my back overly too much on whether it's front or back squats or even pulls, because my back can do quite a bit of work, but after a while I think it does kind of get strained like that. But I think the spasm or the strain or whatever was just from going a bit too heavy. I think my true max on that day would have been something like 152 in a clean jerk, and I think I could have gotten that, but we'll never know. But I always like to be aggressive on the big Fridays because it is big Friday. You're trying to see how heavy you can go. This next week of training started out pretty well on the next day, so I'm looking forward to that. I will talk more in future videos about some things I might have to adjust with the peak because of my trip to Florida. I'll kind of have to play that by ear, but the end of the program is going to be when I'm in Florida, so maybe I'll have like a really good session down there, but I don't really want to plan on doing like the program max when I'm in a new place. But I guess it could be kind of like a competition setting since I'm going to be in a new gym, but I also don't know where I'm going to be lifting at, so it might not even be a possibility to max out, so I may have to change that, but I'll talk more about that in the next video. Hope you all have a great day and had a good Thanksgiving, and I'll tell you all in the next one. Peace.